Good day, and welcome to Ethiopian's news from Ethiopia Insight. Welcome to our comprehensive coverage of the 14th regular session of the Ethiopian House of People's Representatives. Yesterday's session witnessed the Prime Minister, Abiy Ahmed, addressing queries from members of Parliament, MPs, concerning the performance of the federal government in the current Ethiopian fiscal year. First, peace and security. The Prime Minister highlighted the critical issues surrounding peace and national security during his address. He emphasized that challenges in these areas stem from a misguided approach to achieving political objectives. He pointed out the detrimental practice of resorting to arms rather than engaging in constructive discussions to resolve political problems. Recounting his discussions with various sectors of the population in the Amhara regional state from a few years ago, the Prime Minister shared that the region's primary concerns revolved around developmental needs, constitutional amendments, and the resolution of boundary disputes with neighboring states. Notably, in the past 5 years, the state has seen the initiation of 53 road projects with 1,300 kilometers completed. The Prime Minister specifically highlighted the ongoing construction of a 2.4 billion birr worth asphalt road on the Abe Bridge. Addressing the demand for constitutional amendments, the government has taken a proactive step by establishing an inclusive national dialogue commission. This commission aims to incorporate diverse issues from across the nation, fostering a national consensus. The Prime Minister reiterated the government's commitment to this initiative. Despite efforts to achieve lasting peace, the Prime Minister mentioned the unsuccessful peace talks held with Shein in Tanzania. He attributed the prevailing conflicts and displacements in the country to the rejection of peaceful options by armed groups. Emphasizing the importance of democratic principles, he stressed the need for establishing robust institutions to uphold the supremacy of ideas and facilitate peaceful transitions. The Prime Minister conveyed the government's readiness for peace talks, with forces seeking to contribute to the country's development and pursue political objectives through peaceful means. However, he reassured MPs that the government remains steadfast in ensuring the rule of law and will take measures against any forces attempting to seize power through the use of force. In conclusion, the Prime Minister's address underscored the government's commitment to addressing key issues, promoting dialogue, and maintaining peace and stability in the country. Second Tigray, the Prime Minister, reflecting on the progress since the signing of the Pretoria Agreement, highlighted the significant strides made by the federal government in various sectors, particularly in Tigray. He disclosed that substantial investments, exceeding $500 million, have been allocated to resume air transportation services to Shire, Mekelle, and soon Aksum, with the latter currently undergoing maintenance. This initiative has notably facilitated access to medical treatment in Addis Ababa for individuals with chronic illnesses. In the telecommunications sector, Ethio Telecom has demonstrated commendable efforts, maintaining over 1,000 kilometers of optical fiber, erecting 475 mobile sites, and repairing over 20,000 landline telephones. The introduction of 4G services in 4 cities within the region has significantly enhanced connectivity. The collaboration between the federal government and the interim regional administration has ensured improved access to telecom and electricity services for the people of Tigray. The National Bank of Ethiopia has injected liquidity of 10 billion birr into the region, resulting in the opening of some 600 bank branches, thereby fostering financial accessibility and inclusion. Moreover, the Prime Minister highlighted the operationalization of 210 factories in Tigray following the Pretoria Agreement, albeit with ongoing need for support and development. In a concerted effort to bolster agricultural productivity, the federal government has imported 500 tractors and over 300 pumps through special procurement initiatives. This strategic intervention aims to enhance agricultural practices in Tigray and alleviate challenges faced by local farmers. Notably, approximately 630,000 hectares of land were cultivated in the region during the last Ethiopian year, supported by agricultural inputs such as tractors, specialized seeds, fertilizers, and pumps provided by the Ministry of Agriculture and regional authorities. Overall, these initiatives underscore the commitment of the federal government to promote socio-economic development and address the needs of the people of Tigray, laying a foundation for sustainable progress and prosperity in the region. Third, foreign relations and diplomacy. The Prime Minister underscored significant achievements in Ethiopia's foreign relations and diplomacy, notably highlighting the country's full membership to BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. A pivotal development signaling Ethiopia's growing global engagement. In the realm of regional connectivity, the Prime Minister highlighted Ethiopia's integration into the power grid with Kenya and ongoing efforts to replicate this connection with Tanzania, marking strides towards enhanced regional cooperation and energy security. Addressing Ethiopia's relationship with Somalia, the Prime Minister reiterated Ethiopia's steadfast commitment to defending Somalia's unity, peace, and sovereignty. He emphasized Ethiopia's historical sacrifices in this regard, emphasizing the deep fraternal ties between the two nations. The Prime Minister categorically stated Ethiopia's commitment to cooperation and friendship with Somalia, affirming Ethiopia's intention to uphold Somalia's sovereignty and rejecting any notion of destabilization. Highlighting Ethiopia's principled approach to diplomacy, the Prime Minister emphasized the country's history of non-aggression and its commitment to resolving disputes through dialogue and mutual benefit. He emphasized Ethiopia's constructive engagement with Somalia, citing recent initiatives such as the training of Somali military recruits as evidence of Ethiopia's commitment to peace and collaboration. Furthermore, the Prime Minister outlined Ethiopia's diplomatic priorities, emphasizing the importance of relations with neighboring countries and the pursuit of national interests within the framework of regional cooperation and mutual respect. Turning to the issue of the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, GERD, the Prime Minister reiterated Ethiopia's readiness to address the concerns of Egypt while affirming Ethiopia's right to utilize its water resources for development. He called for reciprocal engagement from Egypt in resolving the outstanding issues related to the GERD negotiations. Addressing misconceptions surrounding the GERD's impact on downstream countries, the Prime Minister clarified that scientific evidence has disproven claims of significant harm to the Aswan Dam's water volume. He reaffirmed Ethiopia's commitment to equitable water use and the avoidance of harm to downstream nations. Finally, the Prime Minister highlighted impressive economic growth, with tax revenue hitting 98% of the target at 265 billion birr, up 17% from last year. He stressed the need for better tax collection, urging reforms inspired by successful models. With exports totaling $10.7 billion and imports decreasing to $7.5 billion, Ethiopia is making strides in trade. Inflation slightly dropped to 28% thanks to improved wheat and rice harvests. Notably, Ethiopia's prudent fiscal management includes avoiding commercial loans and repaying $9.9 billion in debts over 5 years. We thank you for joining us. Remember to stay updated by subscribing to our channel. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed.